So Apple just dropped an iPhone Pocket. It's like a sock that holds your phone around your body. Now, of course, you could probably DIY this, but the design is actually a collaboration between Apple and I say Miyake. I might be saying
It's
that a little bit
Miyake.
wrong. Built like a 3D fabric piece that wraps your
It's
iPhone and a few
Miyake.
other items and turns it into a wearable. Strap it, carry it, wear it as a bag. It comes in two sizes. A short strap version for about $150, and it also comes in a longer strap version that comes in at about $230. Apple says this idea was inspired by a piece of cloth. I'm sorry, what the Apple, we know where your inspiration came from, okay? I love you, but we know where your inspiration came from, okay? Give Dr. Seuss his credit. But I like minimalistic stuff. Like, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, if I had this, I only really would carry around my phone and in my wallet. So if this fit my phone and my wallet, I'd be set. There are alternatives to this. I think I do enjoy the design. I just do not like the price point. Like, why did it have to be that much money? I'm not sure. I'm not sure if the like material is like super expensive, something that will last you a lifetime or something like that, or what the reasoning is behind the price. Can't come to
Well,
terms
it's
with trying
Apple,
to pay for
of
it. The
course.
goal, though, is a beautiful way to wear your iPhone. Technically, it's just a piece of fabric and a strap-like style. The only selling point that I could see is like how minimalistic it is. Don't have to carry too much. You're on the town. You're probably like on vacation somewhere, and you just want to make sure that everything is secure. Thinking about a bag, however big it is, you have to think about it, watch it, hold it. It might be uncomfortable, but the fact that it can just strap on, carry a little bit of things, having all your items right here tucked on your body is probably the safest route to go. But again, the price point I cannot justify. I could go make something with duct tape fabric right now and it would do the same exact. It might not be as stylish, but it'd be unique. But let me know in the comments, would you rock this new iPhone sleeve carry sling thing for that amount of money? Or are you gonna pass on this one?
iPhone, Apple, they own to something bigger and better. Yes, this looks kind of weird, but you got to look at and check out the messaging behind it. You're not going to need a wallet anymore. All you're going to need is your phone. You can already pay from your phone. They're working on the digital IDs. You can do everything from your phone. So the bag is going to be obsolete. Do I agree with the price point? $150 for the small one, 240 or 250 for the bigger one? Nah, but I know a lot of people gonna get it. But the crazy thing is, everybody's talking about we in a recession, but these gonna be sold out. That's the crazy part. Do y'all not understand that the government is looking at y'all and see what y'all buying? This is not a necessity. The same people that's crying about they don't have money will be lining up at the Apple store to buy this. Some places is already sold out. Well, we just have to look at the deeper messaging about this. You're not gonna need anything but your phone probably in the next couple years. They came out with a digital ID. You can already pay from everything from your phone, social media, everything you need is on your phone. So why do you need a bag? Don't be surprised if you start seeing a lot of people making this. You're gonna start seeing all the fashion houses making something like this. You're gonna start seeing knockoffs on Amazon. This is gonna be the new thing. Maybe somebody will make a better version of this, but this is gonna be the new thing because you don't need anything else. Minimalist is gonna come back because all you're gonna need is your phone. Well, think about it. If you look at your purse or if you look at your wallet, what do you need? You're gonna get rid of cash. They already trying to make everything cashless already. But the generations and the people that's buying this stuff, you have to look at this and say it's bigger than just what it looks like. Yes, $150 for that little piece of fabric, that's crazy. But it's Apple. Apple is not cheap. They're luxury. They're a luxury technology brand. So I understand the pricing. But a lot of y'all gonna spend your last dollar on getting that just to be cool, just so you can make TikTok videos. So are we gonna be smart? But you can't be crying about not having money. You can't be having food stamps. You can't be having all these things, but then have the iPhone pocket or the iPhone sock. It's crazy. But you're gonna see a lot of people wanting to have this and gonna have this, but can't even afford rent. The same people that's crying about giving my SNAP benefits back is gonna have this. That's the sick thing about our country. So you wonder why our president is stepping in and saying we cutting off everything because we see what y'all buying. Everybody's going out. And these things are being sold out. So how are we in a recession? You know what I'm saying? So you got to understand that if you can't afford it, don't buy it. Don't buy this if you can't afford it. If you can afford it and that's cool, that's what you want, cool. When I get it, I'm a big guy. I do believe in the fanny pack though. I do believe in the man bag because I lived in Europe and I seen how that was. And I seen those guys do it. And I had kids and I was watching my daughters. I couldn't afford to have everything in my pocket. So I had it in a crossover body bag. So that's dope. So I definitely get the sling. I get it. The pocket, for me, it probably look a little weird. I'm a big guy, broad shoulders, but I don't really need anything in my wallet because everything's on my phone, especially with the addition of the digital ID. You're going to be able to have all your IDs and everything on your phone. So why do you need a wallet? Why do you need a bag? Why do you need a purse? Well, all you need is your, you know, your phone. The iPhone, Samsung, your mobile phone is going to run everything to where you don't need anything else. Everything that you need is going to be on your phone. Also, too, I think this would be cool because this is going to, possibly prevent thefts because it's going to be right on you. It's not going to be in your purse where somebody can go in your purse and take your phone. So it does have some, utility to it. But did you think this was going to be a $20 product from Apple? No. But will you see 20, $30 products on Amazon? For sure. The knockoffs are coming. The same people that can't get this, they'll be smart and say, I can get the $20 one and still be looking like them. But don't forget Gucci, Louis, Fendi, all these brands going to be making their version of this bag because they know that the phone is everything. They used to do it with the phone cases. I remember I had the Louis Vuitton phone case. Me and my wife had it when we was in France, and they just hit. We got one. So it's going to be a new trend. Yes. Is it expensive? Yes. Does it make sense? No, it doesn't make sense for people that can't afford it, right? But we are in a society and we are in a nation where people will spend their lives just to be trending, just to be having a opportunity to make a video that you have it, just the opportunity to be a TikTok star and showcase what you have. So this is why these things are selling off the shelves. That's just what it is. But if you're not looking into the future, if you're not understanding, always look at Apple. Apple is always there. They're always at the curve. They're always trying to show you what's coming. And what's coming is the phone is going to be the end all be all. You're not going to need a wallet. You're not going to need cash. You're not going to need your ID. You're not going to need a bag. You just need your phone, put it in a sling, and get on. So, but hey, man, we got a generation where some people like it, some people don't. It's just up to you. Does it work for you? Does it look cool? It doesn't look cool now, but it'll look cool to a lot of people when they see everybody else wearing them once they get used to seeing it around. Also, too, Issey Miyake is the ones that's basically designed this for Apple. Deep connection with Steve Jobs. They're the ones that created and designed the turtleneck for Steve Jobs because Steve Jobs loved Issey Miyake. So they had a long time partnership with each other, which is pretty cool. Issey Miyake is known for, I used to wear Issey Miyake cologne was bangers. So it's definitely a tie to a luxury house, which gives it that luxury feel and that luxury cost. So that's why I said, don't be surprised if you don't see other brands starting to create their own version of this so people can buy it. I think once the other brands start creating their own version of this, it's going to be cooler. It's going to be more accepted because it's going to either have a Louis on it or a Gucci stamp on it or Chanel or Dior. You can already imagine that same style with their print will probably look cooler than the one that you see from the Apple store. But look at the deeper picture of this is what we're saying is this. You're not going to need anything but your phone. The phone has become powerful. I think that's what Steve Jobs was already seeing when he brought the first iPhone was it's going to be all you need. Once they start doing Apple Pay, that was crazy. Once they start doing that stuff, now you know they winning. Now you know they now I can pay, so I don't even need credit cards anymore. Now they coming out with digital ID. Now I don't even need my ID no more. I can just have digital ID on my phone because it's linked to my biometrics and my thumbprint. So this is why these things are great. But if we dig a little deeper, this is going to be great for stopping immigration, illegal immigration. Because now when you got all this stuff on your phone, nobody can't lie and say, I don't have a phone. Okay, you don't have a phone, you're going to jail. So now don't be surprised if it's going to be illegal to not have a phone because your phone is going to be your identification. This is why I say if you go down a rabbit hole, think about it. Your ID, the way you pay, everything you do is on your phone. So why wouldn't they make it a law to make it mandatory for you to have a phone? So if a police officer pulls you over, you have to have a phone to show your ID. This is a good way to stop illegal immigration. This is a good way to stop all these good amount of bad things that's happening to the world because you have to have a digital footprint. And this is why you have people on the left scared of this because now we can't bring in illegal people. Now everybody's going to be monitored. So pay attention to this. This is just a sneak peek into telling you that the world is going to be nothing but about your phone. If you don't have your phone, you could possibly go to jail. So do I like the design? No. Will it look cool on other brands? Probably, possibly. But look at the deeper picture and dig a little deeper and know that your phone is going to be everything.